Hey, Transplant Pharmacy COP, it's Tim Horwedel here. We wanted to put together a video talking about what we really valued in our COP membership, as it's that time of year that if you haven't already renewed your membership to AST and signed that you want to be a Transplant Pharmacy COP member, it's time. So here are the reminders for you.
I think the most important thing for me is how easy it is. Of all the things that we have to do every day that take a lot of time and energy, the COP membership is easy peasy. It's super easy for me to post questions, get answers, find research opportunities, develop friendships, and it's one of the no-brainer things in my life. And I love being a COP member.
As a current PGY2 in transplant pharmacy, my favorite thing about my AST transplant pharmacy COP membership is having that opportunity to connect with all of my fellow PGY2s across the nation. I think it's such a unique experience that we're building these bonds early on in our training and that we can grow together as future colleagues in transplant pharmacy.
So there are several things that I have found valuable in being a member of the Transplant Pharmacy Community of Practice. The education, engaging in clinical discussions, as well as just the networking. One of the things that I found most rewarding, however, is the camaraderie and banding together to support an initiative that directly affects our patients as well as our profession.
Our COP really helped me figure out who's who in the world of transplant pharmacy. And this was particularly important to me because all of my training occurred at a single institution, namely University of Illinois, and making those connections outside of Chicago really was critical in helping me understand what are some of the issues that transplant pharmacists face nationwide, whether that was in clinical practice, research, or education. Being part of COP also inspired me to get involved in tackling some of these issues, as well as later on allowing me to pursue leadership opportunities.
Having a forum to collaborate and communicate with my peers across the country, particularly since I've been out of day-to-day clinical practice for a few years now and primarily focus on research, it's important for me to have a better understanding of what people are doing across the country with regards to immunosuppression management and care of patients. But also, frankly, it's a great way to collaborate with people across the U.S. and other pharmacists and develop and test innovative ways to improve patient care.
I think the primary means that I use it for is to serve as a resource for me to collaborate with other transplant colleagues around the country, to stay up to date on the latest literature, to serve as a sounding board for difficult clinical cases, and really to, I feel as though I'm a part of a community. It's really a great way to get to know your colleagues in transplant around the country and to feel supported.
Hey y'all, Chrissy Dolagowski from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Why do I love our COP so much? The community that I have in it. Some of you are in big groups of transplant pharmacists and others of you are flying solo. Being a member of the COP gives you that network, virtually or close by, to bounce ideas off of other people, ask questions that you may have, and sometimes commiserate with. Thanks to the COP, I now have friends far and near that I can call, text, email, or see at meetings and discuss those things that are coming up in transplant on a day-to-day basis.
What I really value about in the COP is the sharing of information. It's a great place to go to try and get up to date on what's going on, ask questions, and really get involved with your co-members in finding out what the current topics are or how to deal with a tricky situation.